When Anfisa first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, millions of viewers instantly hated her. People called her cold, manipulative, a gold digger, and one of the most toxic women the show had ever seen. Her explosive fights, brutal honesty, and constant arguments with Jorge made her one of the most controversial reality TV stars of all time.
Hey,
What?
where are you going?
I'm going to get my wallet.
Bring me my red bag with my makeup.
But here's the crazy part. Years later, many of those same people completely changed their opinion about her. Because while most reality TV stars faded away after the drama ended, Anfisa transformed her entire life. She went from being one of the most hated women on television to becoming a fitness competitor, social media influencer, and successful entrepreneur. So how did this happen? How did someone once labeled a villain completely reinvent herself? And was Anfisa really the villain people thought she was? Today, we're breaking down the shocking transformation of Anfisa Arkhipchenko. And trust me, this story is a lot deeper than most people realize. Before the reality TV chaos, before the online hate, before millions of people knew her name, Anfisa was just a young woman from Russia trying to build a better future. Like many people her age, she dreamed of success, stability, and a comfortable life. She also understood something very important early on. Life could be difficult without financial security, and that mindset would later become one of the biggest reasons people judged her so harshly. Anfisa eventually met Jorge online. At first, their relationship seemed exciting. Jorge was charming, confident, and according to him, very successful. He presented himself as a wealthy man living a luxurious lifestyle in America. Expensive gifts, nice cars, money, a glamorous future. And for Anfisa, that was attractive. But unlike many people, she was extremely honest about it. She openly admitted that financial stability mattered to her. And this honesty shocked viewers, because most reality TV couples try to hide those motivations. Anfisa didn't. She said exactly what she wanted, and people hated her for it. When the couple joined 90 Day Fiancé, everything exploded. Almost immediately, viewers saw intense arguments between Jorge and Anfisa. Their relationship felt unstable from the start. There were screaming matches, trust issues, emotional breakdowns, and explosive fights over money. But one thing stood out more than anything else: Anfisa's personality. She was blunt, aggressive, and brutally honest. She didn't try to act sweet for the cameras. She didn't pretend to be perfect. If she was angry, everyone knew it. And reality TV audiences weren't used to someone being that direct. Very quickly, Anfisa became one of the most hated people in the franchise. People accused her of only caring about money. Some viewers called her manipulative. Others believed she was emotionally toxic toward Jorge. And to be fair, some of their fights were extremely unhealthy. There were moments where viewers felt genuinely uncomfortable watching them together. But here's where things get interesting. Over time, some fans started noticing something important. Anfisa may have been harsh, but she was honest. Jorge, on the other hand, often exaggerated or lied about his financial situation. And according to Anfisa, he promised her a luxurious lifestyle that wasn't actually real. So while viewers focused on her reactions, others began asking a different question. What if Jorge wasn't innocent either? One of the biggest issues in their relationship was money. Jorge had built an image of himself as a wealthy businessman, but reality looked very different. There were financial problems, stress, and growing tension between them. Anfisa felt betrayed. In her mind, Jorge sold her a dream that didn't exist, and this became a major turning point in their relationship. Because now the relationship wasn't just toxic, it was built on disappointment. If you watched their season, you probably remember the fights. Some of them became legendary in reality TV history. Screaming, crying, arguments about loyalty, trust, and money. At times, it felt like the relationship was completely collapsing. And honestly, maybe it already was. But despite all the chaos, people kept watching. Because their relationship was unpredictable. You never knew what would happen next. As the show became more popular, so did the hate toward Anfisa. Social media exploded with criticism. People constantly attacked her online. Memes spread everywhere. She became known as the villain of the season. And being hated by millions of people can seriously affect someone mentally, especially when every mistake becomes entertainment for the internet. But instead of disappearing, Anfisa kept going. Eventually, the relationship between Jorge and Anfisa started falling apart completely. The trust was broken, the communication was toxic, and both of them seemed emotionally exhausted. Then things became even worse. Jorge faced legal trouble and eventually went to prison. This changed everything. Now Anfisa was alone, and for the first time, she had to completely rethink her future. This was the moment that changed Anfisa's life. Instead of staying trapped in drama, she decided to focus on herself. And honestly, this surprised a lot of people, because many reality TV stars continue chasing controversy for attention. Anfisa did something different. She started rebuilding. One of the biggest transformations in Anfisa's life was fitness. She became extremely disciplined, working out consistently, learning about nutrition, improving her health. And over time, her transformation became incredible. Not just physically, mentally too. Fitness gave her structure, focus, and confidence. What made Anfisa's transformation impressive wasn't just the physical results, it was the discipline behind it. Fitness competitions require serious commitment, strict diets, hard training, mental strength, and Anfisa fully committed herself to the process. This was no longer reality TV drama, this was real work. As her transformation continued, people started noticing something unexpected. Anfisa was changing her image. Slowly, public perception began shifting. She started sharing fitness content online, workout updates, lifestyle posts, fitness advice, and surprisingly, people responded positively. Many viewers who once hated her now respected her discipline. Anfisa successfully turned social media into a business. She built a following around fitness and self-improvement, and this was a huge shift from her reality TV image. Instead of chaos and arguments, her content became focused on growth and progress, and that change mattered, because now people were seeing a completely different side of her. What if Anfisa was actually honest the whole time? Unlike many reality TV personalities, she rarely pretended. She openly admitted what she wanted: money, stability, security. Meanwhile, Jorge often tried to present himself as something he wasn't, and because of that, some fans believe Anfisa was unfairly labeled the villain. Anfisa's story slowly became something unexpected, a redemption story. Not because she became perfect, but because she evolved. She learned, she grew, and instead of letting reality TV define her forever, she built something new. Today, many people respect Anfisa for one reason. She transformed herself instead of staying stuck in drama. She used criticism as motivation. She built discipline, created opportunities, and changed her life completely. That's hard to do, especially after becoming famous for negative reasons. Anfisa's story also reveals something bigger about reality television. Reality TV can turn people into characters, heroes, villains, memes. But real people are more complicated than that. And sometimes, the audience only sees part of the story. Today, Anfisa is known for much more than reality TV drama. She's focused on fitness, self-improvement, business, and building her future. The woman once mocked online by millions managed to completely reinvent herself. And honestly, very few reality TV stars successfully do that. When Anfisa first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé, people thought they already knew who she was. A villain, a gold digger, a toxic partner. But years later, her story became something very different. A story about reinvention, growth, and turning public hate into personal success. So maybe the real question is this: was Anfisa truly the villain, or was she simply more honest than everyone else? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into reality TV stories and transformations, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there's always another story behind the drama.